What up, guys? It's D here. I thought I'd bring you the Tier 2 game I promised you of me in the low tier and exactly what I was talking about. Now, if you look at this map and you see that I'm going right and that there's arties, I mean, technically, left or right, you're still going to get hit by arties unless you go down the middle. And if you go down the middle, you ask for a death wish. So, anyhow, on top of that, the bat chat is the least of my concerns right now, especially since most of my team's coming to the left side and I'm going to go to the right side. I realize that I'm going to have to be the one that's going to have to spot out and be kind of the one that tries to hold this side for my team to barrel through the left side. People say that it's the lemon train. Yeah, sure, but on the same aspect, the people that go to the right side are the ones that are going to have to play smart and be less aggressive. So if you look at this, I'm going to stop at this ridge line, let my other teammates push forward, but I know that I'm going to be the one that's going to have to stay back and spot for my teammates. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put myself in bad positions, especially since I'm a heavy tank. I'm a heavy tank. I'm not going to be able to get out of here. Whenever I commit to a side, you're pretty much stuck there, unless you have a very opportune moment to, go to the other side. But, it's very rare in World of Tanks. Anyhow, I put my first shot into WZ, and I'm staying behind this ridge line because, like I said, I want to keep a longer zone of control, especially as a lower tier. A lot of people in, lower tiers, they're unwilling to let the team push forward and not be the, contributing factor for making plays. That's not your job when you're a low tier. Your job is to stay alive and be hit points for your top tiers and being a ward. Staying alive, pretty much. That's the main object of this game. Whereas, if you're a tier 10, and you're going to be the one that has to make more plays and be a little bit more aggressive. As you see, I'm trying to put my shots into the TVP. That's one of the major opponents that are on my side that I need to watch out for. On top of that, it's the Projector 46. Other than that, I'm not too worried. The rest of the tanks are not too fast, and they can't close the distance and take out my health too fast. Those are just the two tanks that if I have the shots on anyone, I'm going to shoot at them first. So as you see, I'm staying behind the ridgeline. I'm trying to protect myself and not exposing too much of my hole. Even though I could probably ricochet some shots, I don't want to put it up to chance, especially since, like I told you, the Tiger 2 relies on keeping distance when you're in a lower tier. Most of these people can pen you if they hit you in the right spot, or they know where they can hit you, and if you don't play the right way. So as you see, I'm staying behind this ridgeline. I'm trying to be self-conscious about where that TVP is, where that Emil is, where that Progetto is, and making sure that I keep that zone of control away from me by constantly trying to poke my turret out just a little bit to give me room and protection from those other teams. So as you see, this Progetto, I really want to take him out, so I'm trying to spot him because he's taking away a lot of safety that I have. Luckily, that object does a lot of work on it. So it's less of a concern now, but I still want to keep that distance from that other guy. Now you see I make a little bit of mistake here. I'm exposing the side of my tank and I went a little too far out of protection. I wasn't self-conscious about where that Emil and that TVP could be and be putting shots into it. So I correct myself. It's never too late to correct yourself. Instead of, playing emotionally and getting frustrated with the game, just pull back a little bit and realize that you stay here, the longer you're going to control that game. And if you look on the left side, our team's finally pushing to the left side. So this is going to put pressure on the enemy team to push forward. And when they push forward, they're going to enter this no-man land, and they're going to be putting themselves into danger from crossfire from the heavy, from the FB 4202, from the arties. They're the ones that are going to have to put themselves into danger. And you see that object 416, he took a lot of punishment because he had to be the one that played aggressive. Now, as you see, I'm still trying to stay behind the ridgeline spot out, make sure that that TVP is spotted if I possibly can. That helps the teammate realize where they are, and bad shot on my part. I should have hit him right there, and I should have been less willing to, I should have pulled the trigger earlier, is what I'm saying. Now, I'm still conscientious about that Progetto. That Progetto, if he tries to all-in me and I don't have a shot, he can take out 900 HP, and there goes all my HP except for around 100 HP, unless he high rolls, obviously. So now I'm going to work back and try and see where that object 16 is, 416. Well, he's one shot for me, so I one-shot it. But here I make another mistake. I wasn't conscientious about where that TVP and that object is, and I stayed on the ridge line and allowed the object to put a big shot into me. And now it took my ability away from being more aggressive and trying to spot out a little bit more, simply because I just wanted to. I got too greedy. I didn't think about it. So now it leaves me in this weird zone where I'm one shot for a lot of tanks, and I'm not controlling as much of a zone of control as I could. Nevertheless, we already won the game, but I probably could have got a lot more damage and a lot more spotting and a lot more experience if I didn't make that mistake at first. I should have went back and waited until I got unspotted and worked around the right side of the ridge line. Another mistake I made right there was not trying to track the object at the time. I didn't really realize it right away that I should have shot that, and I tried to correct it, but I wasn't fast enough to do that. So hopefully it looked like I put another blind shot into that tank, and this is pretty much the end of the game, so I'm going to fast forward it. And final thoughts is, like I said, Tiger 2 is not really a heavy tank low tier if it's a low tier. It is a heavy tank when it's in top tier, and you have to play it differently. You have to be conscientious about your space and when you can be aggressive and when you can't be aggressive, because the Tiger 2 at the end of the day, it's all gun. It's not armor. It's not like the IS-3 where you can play aggressive and punishments would not hurt you as bad. The Tiger 2 has a very different set of armor, and you can get punished really easily. So I hope this helps. It's D. Later, guys. Bye.